Plant life.
We are going to learn more about plants, their roots, shoots, leaves, and the beautiful flowers.
In this chapter, we are going to study in detail about the various parts of a plant. Have you observed a small plant? As a whole, it is called a plant, but it can be divided into parts.
How can a plant be divided into parts, ma'am?
Like animals, plants also have different parts performing different functions.
Oh, interesting.
Look at this picture of a full plant. You will observe two main parts in the plant. The part which remains under the ground is called the root system, and the part that grows above the ground is called the shoot system. Below the soil, we have the root, and above the soil, we have main stem, branch, leaf, flower, and fruit. Structure of the root system. The roots always grows down into the soil to form the base of a plant. From the main root, a number of roots arise. The roots are differentiated into two kinds, the taproot and the fibrous root. In the taproot system, there is a single main root from which the secondary and the tertiary roots arise. The taproot system is found in balsam, brinjal, neem, and mango. In this type of root system, a bunch of roots grow from the base of the stem. This fibrous root is found in grass, wheat, onion, and rice. Functions of the root system. Now, let us see the function of the roots. The three main functions of roots are fixation, absorption, and storage. In this picture, you can find the root fixes the plant into the soil. It helps in absorption of dissolved mineral salts from the soil and supply them to the stem. In some plants like carrot and beetroot, the roots store excess food prepared by the plant which swell up and become edible. The stored food is used by the plant later. Structure and function of the shoot system. The part of the plant above the ground is called the shoot. The shoot bears stem, branches, leaves, flowers, and fruits. The stem grows above the ground. It holds the plant upright and supports the branches, leaves, flowers, and fruits. In case of climbers, the stem is weak. Therefore, it needs a support to grow. In some plants, like sugarcane and potato, the stem stores the excess food prepared by the plant and become the edible part of the plant. The next important part of a plant is the leaf. It is green in color due to the presence of green pigment called chlorophyll. The flat and broad part of the leaf is called leaf blade. In the middle of the leaf blade is the main vein. There are a number of veins arising from the midrib and running towards the margin of the leaf. The tiny pores on the leaf are called stomata. Photosynthesis. The leaf is called the food factory of plant. Let us see how the leaf prepares food for the plant. The leaf prepares food with the help of carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil, and sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. Some plants, like the mushroom and the mold, depends on other dead and decayed organisms for their food. Now, let us see what is meant by transpiration. Look at this picture of a plant. The excess water in the plant goes out into the air in the form of water vapor through minute pores in the leaf called stomata. This process is called transpiration. This is an enlarged picture of a stomata. Plants use the stomata to breathe. Types of plants. Plants are classified into three kinds, which are called herbs, shrubs, and trees based on their sizes. Herbs. Herbs have thin but strong stems. Their stems stand upright and hold the leaves, flowers, and fruits. Shrubs. Shrubs have thicker stem than the herbs. A number of branches grow from the base of the stem. This gives the plant a thick, bushy appearance. They generally do not grow very tall. Trees. Trees have hard, woody stems. Trees grow very tall. They live for many years. Some trees live for hundreds of years. Like other parts of plants, even leaves are classified into two types: simple leaf and compound leaf. Simple leaves are found in hibiscus and compound leaves are found in trees like the neem. Leaves are mostly green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll. But some plants have colored leaves. Colored leaves contain green pigment in addition to other colored pigments. Types of flowers. You would have been to garden. Have you seen flowers?
Yes, ma'am. Flowers are the most beautiful parts of the plant.
Yes. Do you know how the flowers are useful to the plants? Flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. Flowers changes into fruits. The fruits contain seeds within them, which in turn helps in reproduction. Flowers differ in color, shape, and size. Flowers grow in single or in bunches. Fruits are very tasty and healthy. Fruits contain lot of vitamins, minerals, and calcium. There are various differences between one fruit and another. Some fruits like mango, plum, and cherry contain only one seed within them. Some fruits such as guava, apple, and orange have a few seeds within them. Some fruits like the papaya and the watermelon contains many seeds, whereas in some fruits like the banana and the pineapple do not have seeds within them.